You're not supposed to see this part. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the very first Red Shirt review. This is a review series I'm going to be starting on this channel where I review things that will range from animes, mangas, to action movies, horror movies, books, music, whatever I feel like and whatever is recommended to me. Today, with our very first one, I'm going to be doing a very recent release, the newest MCU movie, Shang Chi.
It's Shang Chi.
Shang Chi.
Oh, my bad. So, I'm going to be reviewing Shang Chi. Fuck!
S-H-A-N-G. Shang.
Shang.
Shang Chi. I'm going to be reviewing Shang Chi. I've actually watched this movie twice, and watching it twice, I was actually able to see a lot of the things that were working with the movie, a lot of the things that weren't working so well. Well, we'll start with the good stuff. So, in Shang-Chi...
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
The movie Shang-Chi is about our titular hero's father returning into his life, forcing Shang-Chi to not only face off against his father, but also the Ten Rings organization, his past trauma, and creatures not of this world. Choreography, it's perfect. It is gorgeous. It is so nice. It's so fluid. In some scenes, it looks like the characters are dancing rather than fighting. It's reminiscent of a lot of the old kung fu movies like Enter the Dragon, Drunken Master, or even, in a lesser extent, Kung Fu Panda. The actors, every single actor did a fantastic job playing their characters. Even Awkwafina, which I was kind of worried about, seeing the way that she was being portrayed in all the footage that had been released as an overbearing comedic presence. And surprisingly, she wasn't, and she was very good. All of her comedy scenes, perfect. The comedy was very well mixed. Thing I didn't like, though, sometimes the comedy did cut in between the fights. You get so sucked into the and all of a sudden someone's like, hey, knock, knock. So, that was a little weird. The main villain was Shang-Chi's father. And Shang-Chi's father had such a good backstory. The actor played him so well. And he was very interesting. Super, super interesting. I could watch a movie just about him. Shang-Chi, on the other hand, as he is very good at interesting character as well, I think he didn't match up with his father, but that's a different story. Who's knocking at my door right now, bro? The effects, a lot of them were very good, especially on the creatures. The creatures that are in the movie, they looked pretty good. There's a dragon at one point, and the dragon, every single time it was on screen, perfect. It was But there were sometimes the CGI didn't work, but that's kind of to be expected with most things. It's always a little gray area with CGI, especially with these high action, crazy blockbusters like Marvel movies typically have. The story was well paced. They did have this kind of back and forth going on where it would be in present day and then in the past. That can get confusing, especially when certain things that are happening in present day aren't explained until a different scene later on. But the fact that it is explained kind of helps the flow of it, which is very cool. Very good. And so, anyway, bro, some of the cameos were a little weird. They just kind of popped in and popped out, which perfectly emulates a comic book, which is exactly what I'm assuming Marvel's trying to go for now, where they can just have character just pop into somebody else's, just be like, hey, bud, how you doing? I'm doing all right. How about you? All right, bye. Kind of like that. The fact that they're able to do that and the fact that they're able to just bring familiar faces just to appear for even just a second is still incredible. It's a little disappointing after going through movies like Endgame and Infinity War and all those other crazy ones, but it is still cool to see. I don't want to say that. We'll just say they really give a beating to all the characters. Side characters mostly, but they are... It is rude. So rude to the characters. So overall, Bro! Stop! overall, the movie is actually a very, very good start into Marvel's Phase 4, at least for the movies. It introduces a new world, it introduces new characters, new fighting. It's a kung fu homage that is brought into the modern day. And seeing the actors actually perform a lot of the stunts and seeing like things actually happening that aren't CGI'd is actually incredible. If you were to just watch this, not including the TV shows, it'd be good. I don't think you'd get as much out of it, but it is a good start. As far as the majority of the MCU, this is how it's starting off. It's Phase 4. I am 100% on board. I will always be 100% on board for most Marvel products. I'm just hoping that everything goes good, and I hope that I can see Shang Chi in the next adventure sooner rather than later. Solid 7 out of 10. Would recommend. So nice, I had to watch it twice. Is that all I had to say? I think that was all I had to say. Hopefully I don't wait too long to actually make another episode of this. If there's anything y'all guys want me to review, any music, manga, comics, anything, send it, put it down in the comments below. Let me know, let me find out, and if I can, I'll get to it as soon as possible. But yeah, we'll see y'all guys in the next one. Have a good one. Adios.